Hello guys, my name is Maverick the Enigma and welcome to today's video.
I found out by the river, I was screaming just to hear a voice.
What it do, E-Unit? What's going on, E-Unit? It's your boy Maverick the Enigma McLaurin, bringing you back to the channel. This time I'm bringing you something different. As you guys all know, I love some music. I love me some music, you know what I'm saying? And I've never had any musical conversations, you know what I'm saying, on this channel before. My channel's been mainly geared towards gaming and motivation. I decided to bring something, a little different to the table, try to, be a bit more versatile as a content creator, because I wouldn't want you guys to, be bored out, with all the video game content and all the motivation content and other content, such like. So, without further ado, I'm about to read off my list. This is my top 10 R&B albums list. Now, I'm going to have to lay some ground rules. There won't be any compilation albums. There's one of them, however, that will be mentioned only because it has unreleased material in it, but it did not make the cut. All right. And another ground rule I have is you're free to have your own opinion. You can have your own list. If you can't respect my opinions, that's completely fine with your boy. You can have your own list if you cannot respect my opinions. You know what I'm saying? This is all opinion based. You know what I'm saying? I may say something as fact, you know what I'm saying, but only because I believe it to be so. You know what I'm saying? So I might upset a lot of you guys. And just one last very important ground rule: only one album per artist that I have on this list. Only one album per artist. You know what I'm saying? So now that we got the rules out the way, let's go into my top 10 R&B albums. Reminder: you can have your own list if you can't respect my opinions. Without further ado, man, let's get right into it. Number 10.
Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late and I can't wait for you to be gone.
Yes. I loved me some JoJo when I was 5 years old, man. Bro, I'll never forget it, man. I was just in kindergarten, man, or going into kindergarten, and I saw her, you know what I'm saying, on the TV downstairs, and you know what I'm saying, I was looking at her. She was like, "So, get out right now. It's the end of you and me." I remember my 5-year-old self was looking at her like, "That's my girlfriend." Oh my gosh. And it took me until I got a little bit older to actually, dive into her music collection, and out of all the stuff she has, this has to be my favorite work. Sometimes it's nothing like your first work, you know what I mean? And a whole lot of artists can probably attest to that. I actually the first time I actually saw the album was that my older cousin from my father's side of the family had a poster of her that looked just like this. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest reason I have this album at number 10 is childhood nostalgia. Okay? Childhood nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? It brings back memories of when I was real young. Listening to stuff like this and listening to other artists that aren't R&B, like Lil Romeo and Bow Wow, who does, appear on a song called Baby It's You with JoJo in it, makes me feel like a kid again. My favorite tracks: Leave, Get Out, Not That Kind of Girl, Breezy, Yes or No, City Lights, Homeboy, and her cover of Weak by S&V, and Fairy Tales. And Fairy Tales helped me get over a long breakup, so that's why I have JoJo 2004 at number 10. Number 9.
It won't take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's
Beautifully Human, Jill Scott. Now, my mother had this, and her sister had it too, so oftentimes when I would bounce in between houses, I would catch wind of this wonderful, wonderful work. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of you guys don't know, but her first album did go platinum, and this only went gold. This deserved to go platinum. And to me, as much as I love Jill Scott, it was very hard choosing between this and The Real Thing. But it was the storytelling of this album that really, hooked me in, that The Real Thing lacked. The Real Thing had versatility, but Jill Scott's storytelling and flow poetry, you know what I'm saying, her flow, her delivery, and songs like Can't Explain, Whatever, Golden, Not Afraid, Cross My Mind, and personal favorite, Family Reunion. Everybody likes the song Family Reunion, man. Dum, 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 dum. Because you can hear what she's talking about, and you can relate to it if you had family reunions. I used to do that back in those times, back in the time this came out. We used to have family reunions. We hardly even do that anymore now. You know what I'm saying? Especially because of the virus. But anywho, we gon' keep pushing. Number 8. From the Mint Factory by Mint Condition. Hometown legends, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can do it better than the Twin Cities' own Mint Condition. And yes, that was a pun on Nobody Does It Better, which is a damn good song. You know what I'm saying? The previous album before this had the classic hit Breaking My Heart, Pretty Brown Eyes. You know what I'm saying? But it was this follow-up that solidified Mint Condition as here to stay. It proved, and this is why I have the biggest reason, as it proved how talented this group is as a unit. If you listen to this album cover to cover, you will not be disappointed. Tracks like So Fine, Someone to Love, Harmony, and my personal favorite, You Send Me Swinging. Shout out to my sister, my older sister, man. That's me and her song right there, man. That song never leaves my head wherever I go, man. These brothers still putting it down, even though Stokely branches off on his own most of the time. You know what I'm saying? These brothers still put it down. And whenever I feel like listening to something smooth and, full of life when it comes to not only just lyrics, not only just flow, but instrumentations, I go ahead and pop in. I'll go ahead and flip the switch on my phone to something from the Mint Factory. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, let's get right pushing, man. Let's keep it pushing. Number 7.
On for too long, and I can't be without you, baby. And I'll be waiting up until you get home, 'cause I can't sleep without you, baby.
The Breakthrough. Yes, The Breakthrough. Gosh, I love this album. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of y'all are gonna argue with me. Why didn't you put some of her classes on there? Look, I'll enjoy her classes too. I'm gonna read some of them raw. I liked it, Share My World. I liked Mary. I liked her sequel to this, Growing Pains. But there's no content that she ever put out that can ever amass the lyrics of The Breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Her lyrics in this was like not only relatable but very, very uplifting. You know what I'm saying? Especially towards my mother, who's a Mary J. Blige fan, who bought this. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't help but, catch not only the delivery but the rhythm, the production. This has to be some of her best produced work. You know what I'm saying? Disagree with me if you want, but The Breakthrough has a special place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Favorite tracks: Gonna Break Through, About You featuring Will I Am, Good Woman Down, Can't Hide From Love with a cameo from Jay-Z, Be Without You, Father and You, MJB to MVP, which is pretty much her version of Hate It or Love It by 50 Cent, The Game. You know what I'm saying? all of that is memorable. But anyway, we're gonna move forward. All right, coming in at number 6.
That's right. Another mirror. Watching ourselves make love. Girl, why don't we?
In My Own Words by Neo. Oh man, where do I begin with this? This album came through with banger after banger after banger after banger. You know what I'm saying? Neo really showed how talented he was, because he already had his foot in the door with ghostwriting. That's part of my biggest reason. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather, Neo goes to show how good he is at singing his own lyrics versus, you know what I'm saying, having somebody sing his lyrics for him. You know what I'm saying? My favorite tracks are Get Down Like That, Mirror, Sexy Love. Everybody likes Sexy Love. Everybody loves So Sick. I love So Sick too. Stay with Pity Crack from the Rockefeller Nation with him and Freeway in them. Y'all remember him? Yeah, I bet y'all don't. Sign Me Up and When You're Mad. When You're Mad is a very underrated cut, man. I was listening to that in the shower earlier this morning. When I get that little wrinkle over your nose, it just makes me wanna take off all your clothes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, overall, but yeah, this album is very, very, you know what I'm saying, highly regarded. I almost put Because of You in here. But I can't name as much tracks I like on Because of You as much as I can name from In My Own Words. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't hate me, Neo fans. Don't hate me. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep it pushing. Number 5. I promise y'all, you all are gonna hate me for this. Oh, number 5, man.
There can only be one me. Can't nobody do your body like me. There can only be one me.
I'm gonna get hate from both sides of the spectrum here. I'm gonna get hate from those who love R. Kelly and those who despise R. Kelly. I'm getting hate from those who despise R. Kelly because, you know, he's currently serving time for the things that he did, you know what I'm saying, around this time period, as he should. But I cannot take away his contribution to the world of music. Now, on the flip side, I'm going to get hate from his fans because they will say, why didn't you put 12 Play, R, or Chocolate Factory on there? Look, I love these albums just as much as the next guy. Hell, I even love the sequel to this album, TP3, sequels to this album, the R&B collection, and TP3 Reloaded. I love those albums, but none of them ever stuck out to me as much as TP2.com did. You know why? He did this album all by himself. All the production, all the writing, most of the promotion. And to this day, I Wish is a very, very memorable song. I was playing that after my grandmother died, and it made me feel better, man. You know what I'm saying? There's other stuff that I like Fiesta, One Me, Strip For You, I Don't Mean It, Feeling On Your Booty, The Storms Over That. This album bangs for an album he did all by himself. This shows you how gifted he is as a musician. As a man, I give a crap less about him because he's a piece of dog dookie. But as a musician, gotta respect his craft, man. Y'all gonna hate me for that. Y'all really gonna hate me for that. Moving on to number 4.
Tell the angels hello. I don't wanna leave my baby alone. I don't want nobody else to hold you.
Yes, for R&B albums, you know I had to put this album on here. For those of you that know me personally, y'all know I had to put this album on here. It does not belong anywhere less than top 5 in my list. And I know some of you Michael stans are probably wondering, why didn't you put his under albums out here? This is not greatest albums of all time. This is greatest R&B albums of all time. His previous works are mostly blends of pop, rock, R&B, funk, and a little bit of soul and disco. This one is strict R&B and soul, which is a more clear, concise combination for it to qualify as an R&B album, okay? You know what I'm saying? Plus the story behind this album, like Sony was trying to destroy this album, trying to stop it from coming out, and you know, they failed miserably. It still went double platinum. This is arguably his most underrated work. Like, come on, man. Heaven Can Wait, Unbreakable, You Rock My World, the video with him and Chris Tucker are chasing after the girl, man. Come on. Break of Dawn, my uncle used to play that. Butterflies, You Are My Life, the title track, man. Come on. You can't sit here and tell me that this album doesn't bang. I love Invincible for partially the same reason why I love TP2.com. Michael did everything himself. Almost everything, but still. Anywho, we gonna keep it pushing. We gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to the legend, to the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? For putting out such a fantastic album. And his works previous that did the same thing to our hearts. Number 3. We wind it down, y'all. Bear with me. Number 3.
You know, just wanna let you know I care for you.
Yes, I love the Red album out of all her albums, okay? Don't judge me. I know a lot of you Aliyah stans are 1 in a million fans. Trust me, I understand. But there's something that this album did to me, with me personally, that may help it. You know what I'm saying? Help me come out of my shell a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In terms of lyrical content, it's her very best original work. You know what I'm saying? Even though Static Major wrote most of the lyrics, you know what I'm saying, and produced most of the album, I can still feel how she delivered it. I can still feel like some of her influences in there. You know what I'm saying? My favorite Aliyah song of all time is on this album, and it's I Refuse. There's some other stuff on here that I like. I can name more tracks on this album that I like more than I can name off 1 in a million. Like, for example, Loose Rap, I Can Be, Messed Up, Extra Smooth, Rock the Boat, More Than a Woman, We Need a Resolution. You know what I'm saying? I Care For You was on this album too. I forgot to list that, but I love that song, man. Songs like I Refuse and I Care For You, they can help a brother through breakups, man. You know what I'm saying? We Need a Resolution and More Than a Woman and Rock the Boat are bangers. Still bangers to this day. Y'all can't sleep on my girl Aliyah, man. Stop it. Here come the trolls in the comments. I can already hear it. Anywho, Aliyah, may your soul rest in peace, man. You put out some very, very good content for us to bask in your absence from the living world. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. I wish you would have had more movies. But anyway, we got to keep it pushing. Ooh. Number 2.
When you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe. Come back, baby, please, 'cause we belong together.
Come on, y'all. This can't be an R&B list without Mariah Carey being on here. Come on. Now, before y'all get mad at me, look, I understand. You Mariah stans are gonna come at my throat. Why'd you pick this album? Why'd you pick this? Look, I understand where y'all coming from. Music Box is a classic. You know, Butterfly was a classic. Certified Diamond, damn near. You know what I'm saying? But it was this album personally that, you know, stuck out to me as while I was growing up in elementary and middle school, man. This album cemented her status as one of the greatest voices of all time, because it goes to show how quickly she can rebound from a crisis. You know what I'm saying? She got out of that dispute with Sony and her ex-husband, and she called up Jermaine Dupri and a crap load of other artists like Snoop Dogg, Twista, and Nelly to come collaborate with her and make this legendary masterpiece possible. 6 times platinum. She pretty much let us know that she wasn't going nowhere. She is here to stay as one of the legends in the music business that will always stay relevant no matter what. My favorite track from this album is Don't Forget About Us. You know what I'm saying? But not gonna lie, it has bangers. The first 10 tracks are bangers. You know what I'm saying? Don't Forget About Us, We Belong Together, It's Like That, Shake It Off, Stay the Night, One and Only featuring Twista, Say Something with Snoop Dogg, Get Your Number with Jermaine Dupri, Mine Again, showing off how vocally talented she was despite her being only 35, Circles. Oh my gosh. There's nothing more satisfying than hearing that an old relic from the past that was popping a decade before can still get it popping in the decade present. I love this album for the same reasons I loved Michael Jackson's Invincible. He made it out the 80s. No. Made it out the 70s, 80s, 90s, into the 2000s pretty well. Now, Mariah didn't have that same luck early on in the 2000s, but it was this that put her back on top. Before we get to number 1, let's go over some honorable mentions.
How do I breathe without you here by my side? How will I see when your love brought me to the light? But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad now that I wanna leave. She's crying.
All my pride is all I have.
Pride is what you had, baby girl, I'm what you have.
You'll be needing me, but too bad.
Be easy, don't make this.
Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know.
She wearing her hair, she brooking and beans. She talking that talk just like I like it. She keep it on and poppin'. Shawty keep it on.
I wanna be the one who you believe in your heart is sent from heaven. There's a piece of me who leaves when you're
Now
gone.
that we got the honorable mentions out the way, let's do a slight recap. Number 10, JoJo. Number 9, Jill Scott, Beautifully Human. Number 8, From the Mint Factory. Number 7, The Breakthrough. Number 6, In My Own Words. Number 5, TP2.com. Number 4, Invincible. Number 3, Aliyah. Number 2, Emancipation of Mimi. And finally, number 1. This might seem obvious, but don't judge me. Please don't. Because I know there's plenty of you out there that love this album just as much as I do. But still, number 1.
My confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one. These are my confessions. Man, I'm thrown and I don't know.
Yes, Confessions is, in my opinion, the greatest R&B album of all time. I know there's probably a lot of y'all that agree. Now, there's some of you Usher stans out there that were in love with his previous work, 8701. I liked it too. I'm not gonna lie. I liked 8701 too. But Confessions is just a grade above it in every which way. You know what I'm saying? Usher's ability to, not only be the stereotypical, dance, want to sing to a girl type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ability to not be that, you know what I'm saying, and come into his own, authentic self. Because that's what this album portrayed to me. You know what I'm saying? This album made me respect Usher way more, you know what I'm saying, than I ever had, as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because before, you would think he was just, you know what I'm saying, your regular, dancey, sing-songy, you know what I'm saying, type of guy. But no, you got to know the real Usher. You know what I'm saying? In this, you got to know the real Usher in a way. You know what I'm saying? He displayed some manhood within being a tad bit vulnerable. And by the by, this is the only album on this list that is certified diamond to this day. And let's keep it real. What songs beat Confessions? Let It Burn. Yeah. What songs beat those? Hardly anything from this list. If y'all want to talk about it in the comments, we could talk about it. Throwback. with Jada Kiss, the remix. Caught Up, Bad Girl, underrated. That's what it's made for, underrated slow jam. And Can You Handle It, Truth Hurts. Come on, man. And my personal favorite, even though this song is a very simpy song, I just love the production and the delivery. Superstar, both parts, including the intro. So yeah. Whew. And not to mention, the music videos Usher had for this, he really outdid himself. Not with just the dances, but the storylines that these videos told. You know what I mean? Especially the Confessions video. The Confessions video had me, you know what I'm saying? Had me shook. But anywho, that's it. That's my top 10 list of greatest R&B albums of all time. You know what I'm saying? If anybody disagrees and want to post their own list in the comments, feel free to. We can have a discussion in a friendly, healthy debate. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys soon for, another video. Might be pertaining to music, might not. But I'm your boy Maverick the Enigma McLaurin, your heavyweight champ. And I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.